Hey, Mrparka here to review one from Revolver. This is Inside, The Inside, Place Worse Than Death. And I wasn't really sure. I kind of wanted this one blind on purpose, but from just looking at the back and the front, I was thinking, oh, we're looking at some sort of ghost story. It's not exactly that. It's a found footage movie. So there's been a lot of found footage movies, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're horrible, but a lot of times they're effective. They know that they're going to be effective towards the majority of the audience. I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of them, especially ghost story style ones, so I was kind of happy that it was a little different from your typical ghost story. The film opens up with a man purchasing a camera. He starts to watch the camera and we see what's on the camera. The opening and the beginning are both like that. It's probably together about 20 minutes, and the rest of the film's about an hour and 10, which is kind of strange that it was all pretty much two movies in one kind of at this deal. And the found footage stuff is about a bunch of stereotypical girls that are partying with one boyfriend. They go to this abandoned warehouse for God knows what reason. Of course, they're stupid, or we wouldn't have a movie here. They do, you know, they have like they're drinking, they're arguing, they're doing dumb things. Shaky camera, of course. And they wake up some homeless people that are in there. And of course, the homeless people are violent, disgusting, horrible pieces of crap. They are well acted. I really dislike them. I really these guys are very sleazy. They do a very good job. I did not like any of the characters in the movie. A lot of the girls, the camera's so shaky and crazy and things like that, as it's supposed to be, that you really don't get a chance to even meet any of them because they're just screaming and yelling. It's kind of hard to tell who's who at points. The homeless guys, like I said, are disgusting piles of crap. And there's a scene that really bugged me. This movie, it plays pretty like serious. Like there's not any like comedy or anything like that, or any. You can't really suspend. You got to suspend your disbelief to a certain point because you're watching a movie. But it's a very serious tone. So when something that I just find kind of stupid happens, I'm kind of like, eh. And there's a scene right in the beginning. These guys are so violent, and they come in, they're yelling, they're screaming, they're drooling at the lips at points. And the boyfriend finds a crowbar of one of the girls, and does he use it? No. He somehow manages, he doesn't even swing once. The guy grabs it away from him. And that scene bugged me to no end. I was thinking, come on. I just don't understand why people write human beings like that. That just have no common sense. And I mean, it's not like maybe they were like, they're writing it, so it's not like the situation actually happened in real life and they had to follow a story. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy that kind of thing. I think he would at least try to hit him, and just that he gives it up so easily, it just shows that he's... maybe I'm nitpicking, but I don't buy it. I think it's unrealistic to me. And people could say, well, people are going to be different in certain situations, and that's a possibility true. Maybe it just boils down to that he's a wimp and I don't like his character. But then again, as the film progresses, it gets pretty extreme. I thought we were going to have kind of your rape revenge or rape murder type scenario here, as the film opening up, telling about missing people and things like that. I was like, oh, this isn't a ghost story at all. This isn't a supernatural element to this. And then the camera starts to flash and do crazy, weird things, and you kind of see something's happening. And at that point, the lights go out, and this weird apparition or creature or something like that. The special features, you kind of get a hint that it feeds off the hate and anger and violence of humanity, and it kind of comes to life and starts killing these people. It's kind of a creepy creature. They cut frames out when it moves, and it moves really slow, so it's, you know, the typical jagged movement thing, and it works fairly well. It's covered in blood. It's creepy. All the violence and death and stuff like that's pretty much off screen. It kind of you know, lets your mind make up the things. Like I said, it was hard to follow at these points because the camera gets so shaky and insane that you're just like, I don't know what's happening, and you know, it's kind of annoying at this point. I had rather seen this movie done straightforward instead of found footage, which is just what I think about a lot of found footage movies at points. I mean, not that they're horrible, and you know, the idea that it would be scary because it adds a sense of realism, I guess, for the audience to it. I think it's kind of wearing out its welcome in sometimes, but then again, sometimes they go and do it, and it's a brilliant movie. But I think the shaky camera in this one, although it is authentic looking, it kind of deteriorates the film, or kind of leaves the audience a little confused at points. I mean, it's hard to develop characters when all you hear is a bunch of screaming blobs behind a camera at points. I mean, not that they're blobs, that's just this flash, boom, you can't see anything. But like I said, the performances are fairly good from what I could tell. The bad guys were menacing. I disliked them strongly. They did a very good job. They were scary. The creature was the monster or whatever was kind of cool. There's a couple really creepy shots in the film as a whole. All in all, I'm just not a huge fan of this genre, and to be honest, I mean, sometimes they're brilliant, but at other points it just seems like I've seen it already. But it was kind of strange that they mixed two kind of, you know, genres that have been done a million times into one movie, you know, the kind of the rape style, you know, baddies killing people, and then the supernatural element in there as well, kind of like a ghost found footage movie, but the end of the story is, of course, the guy trying to find out where the girls were. Again, doing a dumb move, going in there by himself. And you guys can use your imagination. The ending is, I think it's ridiculous. It's one of those things that it's like, isn't it so messed up? There's not a shred of hope in this movie. This movie has no hope for humanity. And at points, it's kind of a very bleak for this kind of just, you know, it has a very bleak look on humanity. And it's not always fun to watch, but or even entertaining to watch, to be honest. I have mixed feelings about the film as a whole. Like I said, as a non-found footage movie, I think I would have enjoyed it better. I think that you can tell that they have really good, fairly good cinematography in the ending film when he goes in, the guy who finds the camera goes into the haunted place or the evil place and starts looking around. So it's kind of a shame to see a lot of it as a jumbled mess that you can't really tell what's going on. But all in all, it's all right. I mean, there's some cool elements. Like I said, fearless actors, scary bad guys, cool looking monster, but it's not a monster. It's like more like a dead thing. But I felt that the bleakness was kind of almost stupid to a point. Like for me, like Eden Lake, it's like, oh, this is hopeless. It's just like, what's going to happen next? Is a grizzly bear going to fall out of the sky and kill everybody? Is there going to be a breakout at a zoo or something? It just seemed like the odds were pitted against him so much, or it just like not even pitted against him, just random occurrences of cruelty would happen for no particular reason. But the inside, I think a lot of people will enjoy it. You know, I mean, it does have its creepy moments. It does have its moments of well shot stuff going on here, and like I said, the acting's decent, and they put some thought behind it, and I can appreciate that. It's up to you guys. It has an audio commentary, has a 18-minute making of on it, the trailer, things like that. But you guys will know if you'll dig this one or not. It is The Inside by Revolver Films. It is an English movie, I believe. Thank you very much for watching.